My name is Gillies. I worked on the film Wolfseye, part of the team Part-Time Box.
I always think of it as a collaborative effort. Part-Time Box, I like to think of it as Thomas is the part and I'm the time, and Zan is the hyphen that keeps us together. Although sometimes we leave that out in the title.
10 years ago, we made a film called Wolfseye for the first year of the Alumni 24 Speed Film Festival.
Wolfseye is a thriller. It's kind of a proof of concept for sort of a summer action blockbuster involving terrorists.
Wolfseye was our most serious film. It was absolutely our most ambitious film. But ultimately it was flawed.
It's hard to believe, but it has been 10 years since Wolfseye.
It's really a product of its time.
Looking back at it now, we can better address some small issues we had at the time, and then we can create what we see as sort of the ultimate version.
I played a character named Jeremy in the film, who's a prominent background role. We always felt that my face, it just felt about 10 years too young at the time. Everyone knew that this just wasn't quite right. Everyone said, the face is wrong. It's just not right.
What's up with Zan's face?
When I joined Part-Time Box, I really tried to do my homework and research their past projects, and I found Wolfseye.
When people join Part-Time Box and watch some of our historic videos, it gets a very mixed reaction.
She came to me and said, have you seen this? Have you taken a look at this movie? Please, can we please go now and please look at Zan?
I really think we need to sit down and have a good look at this. So a good look is what we really need, and I think a lot will be revealed in that look. Looking is where the film could benefit. Really trusting that look and putting a good look is worth $1,000, and that's what this needs.
It was something that was bothering all of us. So when Ellen came and said, look, I'm looking at this with fresh eyes, and I am telling you that there is something here that needs to be dealt with.
I was a 24-year-old with a 24-year-old face.
You know, I would console myself by I would just look at Zan's body, and I would go, that's perfect, that's exactly right. But, you know, your eyes sort of drift up to the face and you go, just that needs to be a different age. That is not right. Any artistic endeavor, any film is stressful, but it had additional stresses, and one of them was this issue.
It caused a lot of issues in our personal lives.
And now Stephen is a divorced person. And that is very sad.
I think honestly, what we wanted to achieve with it, the technology wasn't ready for our vision. 10 years later, I think we've reached a point we can really start exploring again.
We've been able to go through and frame by frame replace my old face with my new face, which is an older face.
That face really needs to be 34 years old, and now 10 years on, Zan is 34 years old.
And it really just gives it that extra pop, you know?
It blows away what we were doing back then. Like, we couldn't even dream of somehow finding a 10-year-old Zan face and putting it on Zan's face at the time. But now,
no film is really perfect, but we all feel a lot better about this now.
He took a look, and now you can see the results of that look.
Look at Zan.
It's great. It's great.
that's why this special edition is so exciting. It is a chance for us to really share something that is great and get through a very dark period for Part-Time Box.
I can't wait to look at him again as soon as possible.
I think having this definitive version of Wolfseye is really a love letter to a time when we gave a shit.
I mean, this just goes to show you.
I stayed up all night making that movie, and I ended up being in one shot. All I wanted to do was finish the book I was reading. As I recall, it was midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, but was I able to finish my book? No. And to make matters worse, at one point I somehow lost a contact lens, and then I spent the rest of the night freaking out that I was going to need retina surgery. Did anybody care? No. I was in one shot. Wasn't worth it then, isn't worth it now.